Did you know that Welcome Home Roscoe Jenkins, a classic comedic heartwarming story, is actually a facade of a lying, egotistical mass manipulator? Let's talk about it. Now, the film actually has a pretty good cast. Martin Lawrence, Mike Epps, Cedric the Entertainer, Nicole Parker, big black guy from Hold Up, Green Mile. The 2008 film is about the big-time Hollywood man RJ, someone who has been able to make a name for himself on TV, building an entire brand of the team of me, having the money, the supermodel fiance and lifestyle, needing no one and doing whatever it takes to win. But on his trip back to his hometown, he's met with old family rivalries, daddy issues, his childhood crush, and the confrontation of who Roscoe Jenkins really is. My biggest problem is that while Roscoe Jenkins is on his finding self journey, he is expected to be praised and even congratulated at the end of this film when he's not even the hero of his own story. Bianca Kittles is the beautiful supermodel, ultra-competitive TV star fiance of Roscoe. She's also portrayed as the antagonist of the story. In the beginning of the film, they both want success, they both want to win at any cost, and they both are pushing each other to be the best versions of themselves. They both want to be the power couple to take over Hollywood. And honestly, it seems like they are tailor-made for each other. And this is literally because Roscoe Jenkins has breastfed her to believe that this is who he is. He's carried this persona that he doesn't need anybody else, that he is ultra focused on his career, and these are the characteristics that he's portrayed himself to Bianca. Now, the craziest part about this is that we find out that he hasn't been completely honest about his past. He's been able to play this persona so well that his fiance that he is about to marry doesn't even know that his real name is Roscoe Jenkins.
Roscoe? Why do you call him Roscoe?
That's his government name. Oh, not into full disclosure, I see.
Now, I want you to imagine you being somebody who loves going to the gym. Naturally, you would want to find somebody who is just as active as you are, and you actually find somebody who has this similar passion as well. And y'all begin to date. Everything is going well, and then in a span of a couple of days, they say, you know what? The gym. Working out, these weights, this protein. I want to be obese. And you look at yourself and you're like, dang, what happened? What was the change? Where was the shift? How did we get here? And you still decide to thug it out, to stay with this person. And then this person breaks up with you and tells you you're not shit and throws your things on the side of the road and kicks you out. Roscoe Jenkins is the obese person in this story.
Cause I'm done with you, you crazy ass bitch. Thank you so much for letting me finally see you for the arrogant, sex-crazed, pretentious, fake-ass celebrity wannabe that you are.
Wait, my bags!
When Bianca met this man, she was under the impression that he was one way, and she was forced into situations where she started to uncover who this nigga really is. This is the persona that he had displayed for 9 years since leaving home, and we'll dive deeper into why he chose to make these decisions. On top of that, which brings me to my second point, nigga, before you ended the relationship, you were cheating. Now, once Roscoe finally arrives to his hometown, the film begins to center around his relationship not only with his family members, but around one specific one. His main op, his cousin Clyde. A rivalry that had been going on between them since they were kids. And yes, they fought for affection in the family, which we'll dive into a little bit later. But there seems to be one main thing that they fought over that Roscoe wasn't completely over. Something that he deserved was his. Now, Lucinda is Roscoe Jenkins' childhood crush. In their competitive nature, they decided to do a race for her love, and whoever won would ask her out to the dance. Now, even though Roscoe ends up winning the race, Clyde does some slimy-ish, going behind Roscoe's back and asking Lucinda to go to the dance before the race even started. Now, when we fast forward to adult Roscoe and he's entering his hometown, he's met with a second chance of redemption. And the sweetest thing about taking this victory is that it will be in front of Clyde. Only problem is, nigga, you're engaged. And when you come back home, you start getting a little too comfortable. You start gaining feelings for another woman. Let's get that on the list. You start sneaking around the same house that your fiance is sleeping in to have conversations with her. You then tell other people who see that you have feelings for her to not say anything.
Caught you, didn't I? Mama gonna get ya.
This raises some eyebrows. Sing like a canary, Reggie.
Not a word. I got you. Is that plasma TV under warranty?
And then, when your fiance also starts to notice that you are doing suspicious things around this woman, you tell her you don't feel these things. So not only did you deceive Bianca with a facade, not only did you lie about having feelings while engaged, but while you come to your finding self moment, you throw her out of your car, call her a B word, and throw her things on the side of the road. And then you immediately run to the woman that you were just cheating on her with. Now, I'm never against somebody evolving and changing for the better, but when you are changing and you're actively hurting another individual that you let on, why the fuck am I congratulating you? Why am I giving you praise? And why the fuck are you supposed to be the protagonist of this story? Because not only did you hurt Bianca, not only have you been neglecting your son for years, not only have you forgotten about your family for 9 years, not only are you breaking hearts, but nigga, you're still making selfish decisions to get what you want, and you don't care who is being affected by it. I am so tired, and maybe this is personal issues coming out. How you gonna do something to me and tell me to get over it when I'm the one affected? What's even crazier about all of this is that Bianca is no angel herself. She called the nigga's son pathetic and a loser when they were just playing softball. She hated his family and wanted him to completely separate from them. On top of that, she was materialistic and bougie. Now don't get me wrong, she did look good. I see why he put up with it. Even to this day, black don't crack. I don't believe that she was the protagonist either, but damn, I don't think she deserved all of that. And once Roscoe finally figured out what's truly important in life, we see that they're no longer a match. Their values no longer align with each other, but Bianca was that way when you met her. As a matter of fact, you sought after her because that's how she was, and you truly thought that's who you were. And it's fine, because people do change, but I'm not about to congratulate somebody who caused more damage than good to the people around them. Now, I have my critiques of the main character, but the man that raised him might be more at fault than anyone. I began to have more grace with Roscoe Jr. when I seen how his father treated him. I don't understand how you can create an ultra competitive household where kids are fighting for your affection and then be mad when they grow up fighting and resenting each other. You showed more attention and grace to your adopted son Clyde than your own birth son. Even when they made these same mistakes, you chose to reprimand one and let the other slide. You showed one tough love and the other the love that he always wanted. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to find a clip of this, but there's a specific scene in the movie when they competed for Lucinda's love, and Clyde goes behind Roscoe's back and he takes Lucinda from Roscoe, even though it was rightfully his. Roscoe goes home and he snitches to his father. His father tells him, hey, nigga, these women ain't objects. You can't be out here objectifying these women. What's wrong with you? You don't do that. He bends that boy over, balls, and he puts belt to ass. Now, when Clyde comes home, Roscoe was just waiting in the corner, waiting for him to get the same punishment. Clyde walks to the door
and he says, I know what I did was wrong. I let Roscoe win because All I truly wanted was Lucinda, but I understand the consequences of my action. I'll take the beating.
If my parents were alive, they'd be disappointed too. But you're the only parent I got, Papa Jenkins. So you do what you think is right.
Don't you ever let something like this ever happen again.
And this dynamic is exactly why Clyde takes pleasure in Roscoe losing, and why Roscoe felt so isolated in a full house, forcing him into a persona of needing nobody but yourself and doing whatever it takes to win. To top it off, when he gains this commercial success with the lack of support from his family, you still don't acknowledge him and have the nerve to compare his accomplishments to his main op. And then, when he calls you out for this unfair behavior that he's had to deal with his entire life, you blow him off and walk away.
Damn! You never giving me credit for nothing I done.
Credit for what? Winning a child's race? Buying some fancy TV? Or that bullshit show of yours?
Yes, Daddy! Show me some damn credit! I know he lost his father, but why did I have to lose mine too?
Now I see why you stayed away for 9 years.
I thought I was mad about Roscoe Jr. until I seen how Roscoe Sr. was moving. You are literally the reason why he was moving like this the entire movie. Bro, to me, both Roscoes are at fault the entire movie. Hey, give them a round of applause, because they finally realized their mistakes at the end of the movie. But you can't, for an entire movie, no, an entire lifetime of doing these type of things, and it's just supposed to go away when others have had to deal with the effects of your ways. It's just insane behavior to me. I'm also so tired of this notion of that just because it wasn't intentional doesn't mean that a person can't feel the effects of what you did. 99.9% of people who are in car wrecks are not doing it on purpose, but I promise you, you still have to deal with the wreck and damage that has been done. Neither one of you are good people to me. We have to start having tier lists. We have a person who's great, good, and we gotta create a new level. We gotta create this nigga alright, and then we can have bad, okay? That's all I gotta say for today's hot take. We got another one coming soon. Katara, I'm on your ass.